Hello everybody, my name is Saffet Emre Tonguç. I'm a professional tour guide and a travel writer. We are in this magical city and soon we will take you to a wonderful journey of the Grand Bazaar of Istanbul. Well, Grand Bazaar is one of the oldest bazaars in the world, which was founded in 1461 after the Turks conquered the city. And actually there are 4,000 shops and approximately 30,000 people work here, and each day somewhere between 150,000 to 400,000 people visit the Grand Bazaar. Well, in the past, the Grand Bazaar was composed of many bedestans, which were the shopping centers. Then what they did was they built the alleyways and the corridors, and they have connected all those bedestans. So from the main street, if we take the first right, we will reach to one of them, which is called the Sandal Bedestan. And sandal in Turkish means fabric, because in the past it was the place where they were selling the fabrics. This is one of the beautiful kaftans that you can find in the Grand Bazaar. Actually, one of the most important words in the bazaar is siftah. Siftah means the first sale of the day. And that's very important for the merchants in the bazaar. And of course there's the bargaining, but don't expect to have a lot of discounts, but there is always bargaining, and bargaining is a part of daily life in the bazaar. What will be your best price for us? Each year, like in every Muslim country, there is a sacrifice festival in Turkey, and millions of sheep are sacrificed and the meat is distributed to the poor people. That's why we have a surplus of leather, and we've got some of the best leather bags and leather jackets that you can find in the world in this part of the Grand Bazaar. While we're still walking in the main street of the bazaar, whenever you reach to shop number 62, I advise you to take a right, because you will see the oldest part of the bazaar. Well, we are in one of the most interesting shops of the Grand Bazaar, and this is the shop of Mr. Merdanyan, and he has been dealing with those dried leaves, and he has been doing an interesting calligraphy on those beautiful dried leaves.
This is a collector piece. These are not touristic items, and my works are gone to White House. So many important people from all over the world has my works, like Bill Gates, Queen, and Laura Bush, Hillary Clinton, and so many others, which is a big honor from me, of course.
In Grand Bazaar, they've got all kind of establishments, from restaurants to the bank branches, from police stations to the post offices. There are also some mosques for the people who want to practice their religion. Just behind me, you can see one of the mosques of the Grand Bazaar. We are in the oldest part of the bazaar, and you can always find very nice cafes in the bazaar where you can enjoy a cup of Turkish coffee or a refreshment. Does anybody want tea? Well, there are always those little corners selling tea in the Grand Bazaar, and they also serve to different merchants, the local merchants in the bazaar. This gentleman's family has been in this business for more than a century, and he's the 5th generation. When you walk from the Grand Bazaar, you walk approximately from $8.5 billion. So there is jewelry, there is gold all over. And actually, Turkey is the second biggest gold jewelry producer in the world. Grand Bazaar is also the place where they determine the price of gold. So behind me you can see all those guys talking on the phones, and here they decide about the price of the gold. Of course, they just check the spreads and see the latest price changes in Europe or in United States, and accordingly they determine the price of gold here, because all over Grand Bazaar you can see tons of gold. One of the most important handicrafts of Turks is the Iznik tiles. Iznik is an ancient city. Actually, it was called Nicaea by the Byzantines, and we got the famous Iznik tiles. You can see them all over the city, in Topkapı Palace, in the Blue Mosque, and this is made out of quartz. They use quartz because quartz is good for the humidity. It really sucks the water. So those tiles were fantastic for the humid historical monuments. There are 21 gates of the Grand Bazaar, and this is one of the gates leading to the Grand Bazaar. And this is the most popular street food of Turkey, which is called simit, S-I-M-I-T, and simit is the sesame ring. This is one of the hans. It is called Zincirli Han, and there are 17 hans in the Grand Bazaar. Hans are interesting places. They got a courtyard in the middle, and usually they got 2 floors. And in this Han, in the Zincirli Han, mostly there are the workshops of the jewelers. Also, one of my favorite carpet shops of the city, which is called Punto, and it is located in an Han, which dates from 1620.
Turkish handmade rugs, they do have special place in the Turkish culture, because through centuries, Turkish people naively express their feelings through these beautiful handmade rugs, especially in the countryside in the olden days. Young girls, they used to weave these rugs for their dowry chest.
Istanbul is the city of the surprises. You can find everything here. The old and the new, the modern and the traditional, the Orient and Occident. And in the past, the Grand Bazaar was the place of the merchants, but today it's also one of the most important places for the tourists to visit when they come to Istanbul.